What's good, guys? Morning. Starting a few minutes early, but that's cool. Decided to go with the early stream to get this campaign out of the way. But we also woke up to some really good news. How's everybody doing? What's up, Corey? What's up, Papa Beans? Give me 1 sec. Let me get that pulled up for you guys. This guy. Yeah, they just announced this morning that patch 2.6 will be dropping this upcoming Tuesday. Officially. So September 20th is the day. Switch over my audio. And chat, let me know if you guys can hear me and the audio is okay. Just want to make sure we're getting off to a good start. What's up, Chris Rogers? What's up, Nava Flow? How you guys doing? Yeah, this is the new promo image they released, showing it looks like we're gonna be fighting Monica with clones and with her exos and everything. Look like she has more than one. So that's interesting news. So I'll probably end stream around, probably around reset or something like that. We'll see. But let's hop back into the campaign. Appreciate that, Nava. And what's up, Scott Preacher, man? How you doing, man? Hopefully you having a better week, feeling better. What's up, Soldier? How you doing? And if you guys can, make sure you drop a like on the stream. Definitely help support the channel.
That's my tech. Is my cloaking tech.
Wait a minute. Something's happening.
Emergency. Inhuman activity detected. Please evacuate the area immediately. EA is here for your protection.
Sir, I'm receiving a distress call from a resistance sanctuary in New York.
AIM's trying to draw us out. If we rescue them, it'll look like we're attacking.
Doesn't matter what it looks like.
Oh, that's good, Chris. Glad to hear you doing all right.
Needs help. We help. So you do what you need to do. We're leaving it alone.
Hey, Cap. I got Pim to send us what he has on New York if you want to take a look. Meet me in the tech lab.
On my way.
As the thumbnail suggests, like the topic of today's video is, where are the Inhumans? Like the Royal Inhumans in this game. Because we really don't get any mention of them or anything like that. Having a hard week. Oh man, definitely sorry to hear that, Sky. Hopefully things can take a turn for the better by week's end, I guess. Always wishing for the best for you though. But yeah, like we don't have any real hints or clues towards the the Inhumans being a thing in this universe, and it seems like the narrative team, wanted to go a different direction altogether. What's up, creation artist? How you doing? Good morning. Appreciate you coming through. So yeah, I got nothing going on. But yeah, like, well, it's hard to tell who's the Inhuman and who's just a shield agent outside of you assume the people with guns are shield agents. But yeah, we don't really get much about the Inhumans lore outside of they were created on A-Day. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they're the idea is that Tarleton, did he discover Terrigen, or did he create that? I can't remember. Because if he created it, then that completely changes the narrative. But if it's something they discovered, then that's something that leaves a bit of room for the Inhumans to be a thing. Appreciate that, creations. Like I said, everything I do is geared towards helping, serving, or just talking to you guys in some way. So he discovered Terrigen. Appreciate that, Corey. So yeah, and I'm glad I made some time to get around to this conversation because back, y'all want to say like around in June, Brian, the lead developer, he was having a stream over on Twitch, and he was playing games. He plays games over there, but sometimes he'll talk Avengers while he's there or while he's streaming. And this particular day he was talking about just different things. But give me 1 second. But yeah, he was talking about different things they have considered, and they haven't really explored narrative wise, and that they want to possibly explore. And one of the questions he asked, and this was purely his own speculation. This wasn't him alluding to anything or anything like that. He was speaking about different questions that come to his mind when he's thinking about different things with the narrative and how narrative things would work and everything like that. And one of the questions he was talking about was the Royal Inhumans, and do they even exist in this universe? Like, are they even a thing? And if not, how would they go about including them into this universe? So you got tachyon anomalies where they can just kind of show up, but given the fact that Tarleton didn't actually create the Terrigen, I feel like that kind of opens the door for the Inhumans to be introduced some point down the line, because they really didn't do much with that story or with the Inhumans overall in general, like with outside of Kamala's story and just introducing her and kind of portraying the struggle of the Inhumans, similar to what we saw with the mutants in Marvel, in general. So, you have these people with powers, you have, you have government officials wanting regulations and wanting, to kind of have them registered, so who they are, where they are, and everything. And of course, Monica and AIM got out in front of it and tried to manipulate the situation into being something they wanted it to be and what they needed it to be. I actually might hold on to this for later. I might hold on to this for later. The game is a big missed opportunity in my opinion. Like I said, as long as they working, they're good. They can always improve and change. He discovered it under the ocean, I believe, something like that. Yeah, that definitely sounds about right. But what do you guys think? Like, how do you think the Inhumans could possibly show up in this narrative? We don't know that. We don't need that. And we will get it rolling. New villain sector coming on the 20th with patch 2.6. Yeah, yeah, I was just talking about it a second ago, Peter, but definitely appreciate you. Appreciate you coming through, bro. Mr. Peter Odin himself. And guys, you definitely should check out Peter. He's been one of the longest streaming content creators for Avengers in general. And he's always streaming over on Twitch. Peter Odin, same name over on Twitch. You should definitely check him out and support him. Definitely somebody who's always positive about the game. So if you're, just looking for, just a positive vibe, somebody who can help you out with builds, somebody who can, help you out with gameplay, mission, things like that, definitely check out Peter.
All right, Nat. What have we got?
Turns out Pym has been
Could show up during the Creed, probably. Yeah, that's possible. It would be cool to go to Adelan and fight Maximus as a villain sector. I can dream. Yeah, it's like, you have. Hold on. Good Thursday, Craig. How you feeling, man? Another positive beacon in the Avengers community. How you doing? Hope the day is treating you well. But yeah, you have the inhuman conflict between Maximus the Mad and the royal family, because he feels like he should be in charge. Also because he's he wasn't born with powers, but he's a technological genius, so he's always scheming in opposition to the family, with rare occasions where their goals and priorities align. Point of no return. Let's go. Doing well, truly blessed. Always glad to hear that, bro. Always. But and for those of you who just popped into the stream, we actually have good news. This image that you see on the screen, let me blow that up for you guys. 1 second. All right, bro. Okay. Here we go. Blow that up. So yeah, this is the new Monica Warzone, where you're gonna take her on with all of her clones one last time. And this is the mission that's going to lead into the Bucky storyline and cloning labs. So as you can see, you got a ton of clones on screen, and looks like she's gonna have more than one of her exos. So she's definitely going all out in this final battle. She just won't have the cosmic cube. So, I think it'll be an interesting fight. I don't think it'll be as difficult as the original Cosmic Cube mission was, but definitely looking forward to it. And I'm definitely glad to see that, it's actually coming out this Tuesday, which I told you guys it was probably coming out, either, mid to the middle of this month, or the week before the last Tuesday, because they did upload the patch pretty early this month. So definitely glad to see they were able to deliver on that. And as I told you guys in my latest video, things definitely look to be progressing very well behind the scenes, with progress on cloning labs and the Winter Soldier. They are both in playtesting currently, and that's always a good sign that things are coming to a close on the development front with new content. So definitely glad to see that. Let me catch up on chat. What's good, AG? There once was a rumor that Miller had said one of the characters they were working on had crazy hair, but people never mentioned one with really crazy hair when they listed their suspects, Medusa. Yeah, that was actually one of the first people that came to mind for me. And once I got more details, I was like, okay, I understand. It's definitely not her. So it's like we kind of backed off of that. But like I said, the Inhumans are definitely interesting element, to the Marvel pie. We'll call it a pie, or the equation. But it's like it was weird to see a game that, in more than one sense, focused on the Inhumans while at the same time ignoring them completely. Like, how did you go about doing that? But it's interesting to know that they are, aware of that. Like, they are aware that it's kind of weird that the Inhumans haven't really made an appearance. They haven't really been tied into anything. They haven't been teased. Like, there's nothing, no talk about the moon or anything like that. So, I'm definitely interested to see where they go with that story. Let me get this going. Maximus could steal AIM technology and make it his own or something like that, connecting both narratives. Bro, I will be so glad when we get away from everybody having to connect to AIM. Every hero, every villain, every narrative beat has to go through AIM. It's like, I would hope we're long past AIM by the time the Inhumans get introduced. I think introducing them, during the Kree invasion or during the Kree storyline, that would probably be the best way to go about that. What's good, Orlando? Appreciate you coming through. Sorry if it took me a minute to get to that. I had no problem waiting longer for characters if they come with a story and aren't Echo characters. So when you say Echo character, what do you mean exactly? Like, what constitutes as a Echo character for you? Because, in recent conversations, I'm finding that the word Echo and the term, clone and everything seems to have different meanings for different people, and is in most cases being used out of context or not in the correct context. Jane Foster and Kate. So one of those are a Echo. One of them really isn't an Echo. So again, that's where the question, what constitutes an Echo, comes in. So if you go by the basic definition of an Echo, so if I say hello, the Echo is only going to be hello over and over and over again. It doesn't change. So it's not going from hello to goodbye or anything like that. So if it's not an exact copy, it can't be an exact Echo, or it really doesn't qualify as an Echo. And Jane, because she's more so comprised of Thor's attacks and moves and everything, it's like that you can't really escape, the Echo, description. But technically she's not really even that, because again, she has differences, but she is more closer to Thor than Kate is to Hawkeye. Like, they both shoot arrows, but that's about it. The way they go about shooting arrows and the way they go about their ultimate attacks and everything is completely different. So to call her an Echo of Hawkeye is like, that's kind of disingenuous. Or you just aren't informed about how she actually plays. Because in some ways she's more fun to play than Hawkeye, but in a lot of ways Hawkeye is way more efficient. And as he should be, because he's the more skilled of the two. What's up, DJ? How you feeling? Where are we going?
I've located another containment cell.
I don't think Kate is an Echo. Yeah, she's not. She just it's no way to make that so. So like when they drop new characters in a Fortnite, most of them are just, outside of introducing new gameplay mechanics that everybody can use. Those characters are just skins, so there is no difference to Captain America and a generic, Fortnite character, because you're still running around using the same animations, you're using the same, weapons and everything. So there's nothing unique about anyone in that game outside of your skin, which is why people, go after the skins to try to, get some level of individuality and express themselves. But, the game is pretty much comprised of echoes. Where here, every character, no matter how similar they are to another character, are going to have things that make them unique and different. But again, if your argument is simply you want somebody completely new, so you don't want another person who's shooting arrows, that's completely fair.
Ooh, I feel seen.
But, to just disregard any differences between the characters, it's like, all right, well, now we doing something that's a little unrealistic or just dishonest.
Get off me! Watchdogs!
Protect the inhumans.
Avengers!
Yeah, it's like that's what I'm saying. Like, the idea that War Machine is an echo of Iron Man, it just, again, I have to believe you either aren't familiar with the character or you don't really know what an echo is. Like Street Fighter 1 and 2, Ken and Ryu, those are echoes of each other. They play exactly the same. Street Fighter 5, Ken and Ryu play completely different. They have elements of each other, but your gameplay with Ken is going to be very different from your gameplay with Ryu. And it's like, you have to factor stuff like that in when you're talking about characters being echoes and clones and stuff like that.
Okay, come on!
Dr. Pym is sending agents to escort the survivors out of the city. He's alerted them, but they're trapped inside. Forwarding the code to the safe house entrance.
Bro. Like I said, it's not. I'm not just speaking to you. As I said, I've been noticing that a lot. I've been having that conversation with a lot of people a lot recently. So for anybody who's, holding on to that notion, that's fine. Like, I'm just trying to let you know what it is and what it isn't. So like I said, I appreciate the fact that you conceded that she's not an echo. I'm not necessarily trying to talk down to you or preach to you or anything like that. I'm just merely speaking to the situation as it is. And getting beat up at the same time. They should introduce She-Hulk with MODOK suing the Avengers. Yeah, like we say that as a joke. Like I said, hopefully by the time she's introduced, AIM is no longer in the foreground. I'm hoping that their original plan, or the rumor of them planning to release her with Ultron, is actually what they ultimately do. I feel like that would be more interesting than having her dealing with AIM.
His agents are on their way.
Like I said, I'm done with AIM. Like, we're going on 2 years or 3 years of dealing with AIM with not much progression story wise. So I'm over it. So we got an official date for 2.6. Came in a little late. Yeah, it's coming up this Tuesday. Coming up.
Derivative of Terrigen, but I've never seen anything like it.
So you get the new No Rest for the Wicked Warzone, and you'll see new changes to the heroes with to varying degrees. So some heroes like Captain America will be getting buffs to his heroics and gameplay. Thor, one of the changes they're making with him is making his intrinsic more like Jane's. So his Odin Force mode or God Force mode, that's no longer going to be able to be disrupted by being attacked by enemies and stuff like that. And I'm assuming it won't be as difficult to go into that mode. Do I know what the next event will be? No, I don't even keep up with them. Like they roll them out as they roll them out, and I just deal with them. But how do you guys feel about the warbots? Like this flying one, and then the one you get for like the cloning lab mission. I mean, not cloning lab. Oh, the Omega level threat. I'm thinking OLT and saying cloning lab. I'm hoping that warbots aren't a part of the cloning lab.
Eliminate the host.
It's killing inhumans?
Here's why they call us Avengers.
Alright, back up. Hey, I forgot today is the day they reset the campaign. I mean, not the campaign, the events. It's been so long since I actually even fought one of these. Well, this one in particular. The history of Marvel Comics includes deliberate likeness of previously established characters. Many characters benefit from this, some don't. The nuances of these differences are enough to separate. Yeah, like I said, I understand. Like personally, if I have say in this game, I'm not. The hero roster lineup would look a lot different. What event do I think we'll get this week? Your guess is as good as mine. Like I said, I don't follow the events to that degree. Okay, so what are we doing, bro? What's up, Chris? What do you think of the good news? I think it's very good news that we finally got news about when the next update is coming. Like I said, I personally wish they would do more to kind of just tease and set up anticipation for their updates and things like that. So instead of just announcing it and then we don't really say anything until it's actually here. It's like just tease it, show concept art, talk about the narrative behind it, talk about the decision to go in that direction, just anything. It's like in some regards I understand, kind of ignoring the negative press the game gets, but at some point it's like you should want to at least change the narrative in a positive, direction. And doing things like talking about what's coming, that helps get people excited, gives them something to look forward to, gives them something to talk about, which is all most people really want with this game. Like just something to be excited about, something they want to know what's going on. With so many people spreading narratives of the game dying and things like that, they just they want something. You know what I'm saying? Like give the people who are still supporting this game something. As soon as I come down, I gotta go right back up. Good. Come on, Cap. Stop playing around. I want to do something. Well, I want something to do. Okay. Yeah, and yes, you know, like I said, the game is always on pace to get better. You know, it's just communication and just branding could be a lot stronger. And it's like people looking to events like D23 and things like that. Is like, bro, they don't do the best job of marketing it as it is. So it's like I don't see them being invited to something like that. When the main perception around this game is mostly negative still, and it's like we're not doing nearly enough to change that. Come on, man. Like, this mission was fun when I first played it, but now it's just like super tedious. It's like I'm going through the motions. Like, come on, man. Hopefully they can do better than the next two heroes. Like I said, I think I feel like we know who the next two heroes. Well, one of the next two heroes is. Get it over with. I feel like we know who the next two planned heroes are. With the possibility of them squeezing in somebody else in between that time. So between now and then, you might get a certain green somebody, and then after that, we might get someone unexpected, and then we might get Captain Marvel. What's up, Beastly said? How you doing, man? And what's up, Paula? And everybody else who just hopped into the chat. What's up, Facts? If you guys can, make sure you leave a like. It definitely helps support the stream. And like I said, just chilling out, hanging, finishing up this campaign.
Originated from the San Francisco Bay.
No, that's not possible. I flew over that area dozens of times after Avenger.
Perhaps this is a ruse. They mean to throw us off course.
Unlikely. Residual radiation and mineral deposits on the wreckage confirms the craft has been in the Bay Area recently.
Then how did no one see it?
Same way they didn't see the warships coming. It's cloaked. A quarantine. No aircraft, no ships in or out.
Hiding in plain sight.
Exactly.
Sir, I've just intercepted a signal.
Warships. Hundreds of them deploying out of San Francisco.
No! No, they'll kill thousands if we don't stop them!
Then we go to the source and shut it down. Jarvis, plot a course to San Francisco.
At once, Captain.
Okay. Well, if we're going into battle with our big-headed friends, Death Fortress, Robot Army, and the flotilla of warships, we might as well look good doing it, right? Right.
Alright, so we're gonna switch it out. Go get everybody together. Get everybody's outfit on that I want them to have, and we'll go from there. Yep, final mission time. Let's get it. Let's get it. Alright, Spider-Man, you don't really matter for this part, unfortunately. So Iron Man, we can rock. What we thinking, chat? What should Iron Man rock? Should he rock Endgame, Infinity War, Civil War? What we thinking? I'm leaning towards Infinity War. Infinity or Civil. And I'm thinking Infinity. Thor. Might stick with Infinity War for him. Cap is fine. And Widow. So should we go Endgame or the Black Widow movie? Either or is fine for me. I guess we can show off that ponytail. All right, that's everybody. All right. Black Widow movie. All right, I made the right decision. Let's get it. Do you get any rewards for replaying the story? I mean, you get new gear and everything.
I've uploaded the warship's transmitter database. Trace launch location.
Retracing flight path.
Dark Terrigen. Tarleton wants to kill us all. We have to do something.
Can't cure the inhumans. He's gonna take them all out. And this is just the beginning.
Sir,
Red room today? Yeah, that sounds about right.
the machine originated from the San Francisco Bay.
Appreciate that, Sky.
No, that's not possible. I flew over that area dozens of times after you.
Perhaps this is a ruse. They mean to throw us off course.
Unlikely. Residual radiation and mineral deposits on the wreckage confirms the craft has been in the Bay Area recently.
Then how did no one see it?
Same way they didn't see the warships coming.
3 XP for Hawkeye. Okay.
No aircraft, no ships anywhere.
Hiding in plain sight.
Exactly.
Sir, I've just intercepted a signal.
Who's all copping that new Hawkeye classic skin today?
Hundreds of them deploying out of San Francisco.
I know that's an instant purchase for me.
No, they'll kill thousands if we don't stop them.
Then we go to the source and shut it down. Jarvis, plot a course to San Francisco.
I was definitely getting it. Yeah, bro. Like I said, I campaigned for that too hard behind the scenes, not to pay for that or go ahead and grab it.
Friends, Death Fortress, Robot Army, and
Papa's getting it on sale. Hey, you gotta be wise with them coins. I feel you. All right, game. Let's get it. Don't change my outfits, please. They changed my outfits. I knew it was gonna happen, bro. I knew this was gonna happen.
Aren't you gonna say the thing?
It doesn't even matter.
You know. Avengers assemble.
I know for narrative makes sense, but am I the only one thinks it's annoying they still changes to Stark team suits even? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I knew it was gonna happen. I feel like that's something they can fix or patch out. Hopefully they do something different with San Francisco, like get to a rebuild, like we can start running around a reconstructed, San Francisco or something like that, or San Francisco under construction, something.
George, your boy sure has been busy.
They're right on top of your heat single cap. That must be the
Yeah,
source
you got to
of
change them in mission.
Now take us down.
Kamala and I will take out the main control.
Do I know if the Hawkeye
Knock out as many of those
will be an exotic skin? No, I think it's gonna be a regular one. I'll do it. Let me change it up again. I'll do it one more time. I think it's gonna be one of those $900 skins. The game is one of the best made in 2020, but for some reason many people hated it. They hated it for many reasons. Like I said, a lot of people were overly negative, but being disappointed with the game ultimately was, it's like I get it. But going on the full-fledged hate campaign is like, all right, well now you on something else. I gotta change up everybody. So this one is my favorite. Big Green I like. The iconic is dope though. Monster inside is dope. We gonna go with the other guy though. Thor. We're gonna go with no cape. And then, like, even, like, I love these suits. Like, the Stark Tech suits are really dope. I like, this is one of Iron Man's best suits in the game. Like, one of their best original designs for him. But, like I said, we going the MCU route today. Who else we got? Kamala. And then Cap. Like, it would have been amazing to have Hawkeye be a part of this mission, or be able to be, you know, a selectable hero. But that wasn't in the cards, I guess. I'm kind of surprised they pulled out of original Stark team suit for Thor, despite we already got one, except it has hair. Yeah, like I said, I'm really hoping to see them do more, you know, for other heroes in the future. Dumb question, but is that image on the left for the Clone Labs update? No, that's for 2.6, so that's going to be the new Warzone mission featuring Monica as the boss. Come on, Hulk, move around, man. So have you know, take a second to look around. You got Thor doing stuff. Super dope location. You know, I wish they would use it again at some point. You know, possibly for something multiplayer related.
Pace yourself, Stark.
Hey, some people don't have 1,000 years of blowing stuff up to look forward to, Rapunzel.
Oh, you missed it, Thor.
Feels like only yesterday we were all together like this.
Bringing the dad jokes, Cap.
He's up there. Oh, what's this? Good guy. But yeah, as usual, I'll, you know, do a breakdown video, you know, about what's coming in 2.6. Slick D, what's good? Appreciate you becoming an Avenger. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you coming through, Pops. I always appreciate your support. And hopefully we can link up later.
No sign of the other inhumans.
Have some faith. They gotta be around here somewhere.
As I was showing you guys in a different stream, you know, this purple effect that you see on this riot bot, that was originally intended to represent Ultron when he's taking over like a unit or a robotic unit. Like, that effect was originally planned for him and repurposed for MODOK. So I'm interested to see how they plan on, you know, differentiating Ultron. Maybe it'll just be a different color. Maybe it'll be red or something.
They wish they had a gamma monster on their team.
They do.
But yeah, I think Ultron's introduction into this game is probably going to be one of the dopest things we've ever seen. Let's go, Hope.
The gunships are emitting a strange dark
Suit looks amazing. Can I add you to play? Yeah, just send me a friend request. Casual_Avenger87. PSN. I'm hoping Iron Man's range attacks get decent buffs to justify rocket spam getting nerfed. So, I mean, like I said, technically it's not a nerf. They're, you know, just correcting how it's supposed to function. Iron Man is not one of the heroes I think is getting buffs. I think he'll probably get more of a tweaking in some regards, but not necessarily buffs. But hopefully he shines with the traversal update. Sorry, just got in. Where's the reveal date? Is this upcoming Tuesday? So September the 20th is the official release date for patch 2.6. And the image you see on your screen, that is for
Let's take out that
the
city
Monica
and
villain
scan
sector.
his face.
Which, let me get that out of the way
As am
for
I.
this.
We can't get to the last transmitter in the Quinjet. Too much cover fire.
We got this. The door ahead means
Like, if we could get this mission, but with actual, multiplayer, this would be
Give me a
dope.
second. Accessing
When is Bucky coming? Sometime later this year. So look towards October or November.
get that door open.
on it. Keep an eye on force field generators. When they pulse yellow, take them out.
Kill Captain Rogers. Without him, they'll crumble.
Hey, I think I understood that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh, there's a teenager on this channel. Watch your mouth.
This is futile, Captain. You're leading your people to their death as they once led you to yours. And for what?
Oh, what's
None
happening?
of your adoring fans will know you died for them.
Yeesh. We got the whole villain monologue thing down, doesn't he?
5 years of practice.
She's starting to sound like you, Stark.
We'll work on it.
That's who's shooting. Okay. Does that mean the new Monica sector will be playable on next Thursday? Yeah. It'll be playable Tuesday. I feel like I'm supposed to be somewhere.
I've opened the
Yep.
force field generators, Cap. Take down that shield.
Are you on PSN or Xbox?
Aren't you having
PSN.
a fight at the same time? Are you not having fun?
See what I'm seeing?
Those adaptoids, they've got inhuman powers.
With how they are, most likely late November, maybe December. He'll definitely be here before December. I'm pretty sure of that.
Reasons, God.
Like I said, he's in playtesting now, so like I said, I can see him coming, in October if they really wanted to. Like if his progress and the progress for Cloning Labs is really going that well, it's like I can't see them, getting both forms of content out, next month. I just don't believe they want to do that because, again, that would leave expectations for, content still coming in November or December, and I'm not 100% convinced that's something they're going to be doing. So I think it just makes more sense to just hold both contents off until November. I'm a bit head scratched when I don't see any more Iron Man MCU armors announced, but giving love to comic book outfits more is justified.
I've almost got the door.
I mean, like I said, it's simply about balance, and like they can do a better job of balancing, but they've given us a handful of comic costumes this year. A lot of ones we weren't even expecting, like the Destroyer Armor Thor and Hulk's, a couple of Hulk costumes. So it's like it's a hard balancing and juggling routine.
I'll take that wager.
I'll take the fifth.
When do you think he is coming in November? I would say the last Tuesday, if not, a week or two earlier than that at the most.
Isn't it really Monica's company?
But, given that, you got a holiday coming up in November and all of that, I just don't see it.
I'm in. Well, keep them busy. In some sort of power conduit room. Probably for the last transmitter. Everything's electrified.
Look for fail-safe switches. AIM's gotta have a way to shut things down for repair.
There's something wrong. We should have spotted inhumans by now.
Think about how high security the prison was. AIM's not gonna give them up that easy.
But we can't free them until we know AIM's not gonna gas them into oblivion.
Sorry, just so excited. No, you good, bro. Like I said, anytime you guys have questions, feel free to ask.
We have to
As long as I got the answers, you will get the answers.
Captain, you weren't there. You didn't hear the testimonies, the pain. No one should have to live like this.
On that at least we agree.
I've seen what happens when the power decides who deserves to live.
Forgot about that.
Don't force us to live through another A-Day.
I don't think you and I did. That's part of the problem.
What's good, Ronnie? How you feeling? Do you think the developer team will change their plans for the game again? Who's to say? Like, we don't know what factors, led to the change, that led to Jane coming to the game. So,
I'm picking up
as long as we're on the outside looking in, we can never answer something like that. Or at least I can't. Get up off me.
Give him hell, Captain. Join you when I'm finished here.
I'm helping Black Widow kick butt.
focus on those butts, kid.
Oh, right.
I'll do my best.
I think we found where they're holding the inhumans.
We need to get to the central complex now.
I'm tied up here.
I've got Jarvis working on the best way to get all those people out of here.
Thank you.
No need. Just doing what I should have a long time ago.
Not bad, Tony.
But remember to tell Bruce about my brief moment of maturity?
You have ruined the moment.
Alright. Oh. Jumped the gun on that a little. On that when the soldier fit though. Yes, sir. More robots for now. Yeah. So what is going to be in the new update? So you're getting a new Warzone mission where you fight Monica again. Okay. Forgot about that. So you're getting a new Warzone mission. You get a new Warzone mission. My apologies. You get a new Warzone mission, and you're gonna see buffs and changes to the hero roster. So not every character is getting buffs. The developers have came out and said that not everyone will get a buff because not everyone needs a buff. But you will see tweaks and changes to all heroes,
Cause is just. The
and
Money kind of feels like it matters.
like they're patching an exploit for Iron Man that allows him to animation cancel between shoot and range attacks, primarily his rockets. And because that wasn't how that was intentionally designed, they're patching that out. On the campaign, yep. This is the final mission of the campaign. Did CD hire you yet? I have not applied to be hired.
I saw on A-Day. It caused the earthquakes. Whatever's behind those walls, MODOK doesn't want us to get.
Got bigger problems, Captain.
Shit.
Language. Kadarian Robinson with the sub. Appreciate that. Thank you for becoming an Avenger.
Little busy right now.
Okay, need a hand?
Yeah, take out those guns.
On it.
As am I.
Good. Then meet me up ahead.
Die, Avenger!
Yeah, they definitely made this final fight as cinematic as possible. I made the same joke. Hey, we got to. Plus, I've been watching those movies a lot lately, so it's definitely fresh in my mind. When do you think they will end the AIM story? With these next missions. So, the new war zone that's coming is going to set up. I guess Hulk, his pants got caught on something, and because they super stretchy, they don't break. But yeah, they're gonna set up the cloning lab where you'll find the reanimated MODOK. And once you defeat him, that'll pretty much be the end of AIM, because the story for Monica currently is she's running out of resources. Like, she's pretty much reached her limit, which is why she's going to be throwing everything she has left at the Avengers, trying to stop them. Recently watched Thor Ragnarok. Yeah, I've been checking out all the movies. I'm not trying to sound dumb, but will we be able to level up on the new mission? Are you talking about like power scaling, like beyond 175? No. I mean, to 175 or... Wait, no, I said that right the first time. Beyond 175. So, no, you won't be able to be level beyond 175, but I'm pretty sure you'll, get higher level gear. I would hope. But I can definitely check into that and get you guys a definitive answer. Good morning, Lawrence. How you feeling? Appreciate you coming through. As you can see, we got good news this morning. Let me focus on him. What am I doing? I'm probably getting annoying about this, but I would love to see the MCU Mark 6 Iron Man skin. Oh no, you good, bro. Like I said, people want so many skins for this game, and as long as there's a demand for it, there's opportunity for it to come. So as long as you keep voicing that, desire, the chances of you actually getting it, are pretty high. Yo, what's the news? I missed it. We got 2.6 coming this Tuesday. So September the 20th is when we get patch 2.6 dropped into the game, which is going to bring the new Warzone mission and lots of changes to the hero roster in terms of buffs, balances, and tweaks. Okay, why can't I do Warrior's Fury? Okay. It's like I'm stuck in this spot or something. Like, I kept trying to do Warrior's Fury, I couldn't move around, and then it's like I'm trying to move around and I keep getting corralled back to this spot. Like, what is even hitting me? There we go. this over with.
You don't understand.
When is Bucky coming? Later this year. So October, November. Finally, indeed. It's the #1 armor I would love to see in the game. I feel you. I wanna fight that
I'm getting the feeling that gem in his forehead.
with Captain Marvel.
I think we've got bigger problems.
Yeah, on it.
I wish you could change the color of the unibeam, because my unibeam would definitely be blue. Matter of fact, that's something I should suggest. Did the raise reset? You have an hour and a half.
Big guy, come on, I need you.
Yes, he will. How are you playing this mission? I can't redo the campaign. I can show you how to do it once I finish up. If we aren't getting villains, then they should at least put out villain skins. You are getting villains. So they are very focused on narrative with this game, and they just want to wrap up the current narrative before moving on to newer things. This is why they're wrapping up the AIM storyline this year, or before the end of this year. Yeah, for the people who don't think Hulk is a beast, like, look at this man. Ripping dread bots with ease. Nobody else on the team can do that. And you saw how much health it had before I did it. What we got? See, I'll throw a rock at him because I'm not scared of him.
We did it! Let's get these people to safety.
My Hulk gives people COVID. How many characters you have at 175? I want to say about 5, if that. So I got Iron Man, Thor, Captain America, Jane Foster. I know Kate is almost 175, and I think Spider-Man is almost 175 as well. Okay, let's go big. It's like my aim and movement is super limited for some reason. But yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of these mechanics are going to be, added to the Cloning Labs boss fight with him. Gave him a quick slug. Yeah, I checked that out. I'm glad you reminded me. Like I forgot to comment on it. Like I've been getting a lot of messages on PlayStation and all of that lately. Guardian should have a cameo during the Kree. Yeah, that would be dope. Did you say Iron Man rocket spam is getting fixed in 2.6? Yep. And that is being patched out. My Jane is 166. Yeah, like I kind of used the triple events to get her to 175, even though I could have just did a raid or something. If I did the raid and OLT and everything, I would have had her at 175 anyway. Yeah, as you can see, like somebody, you know, it was a guy, you know, spamming invites earlier. It's like, bro, chill. I got you, big dog. Give me 1 second. Thankfully, he stopped shooting when Kamala got there. I don't think it was anything she could have did about that.
Replace the superpowered. Instead,
Hey, look how incredible that looked.
inhuman.
No! This
Throw that
isn't
up
how you
later.
make things right. We deserve a chance.
I know you think you can use this power for good, but you're no.
Glad to see the people in the chat supporting one another. Yeah, that's what we do over here. My man Bruce got his nipples cooked. He's out of there.
Is yourself. Embiggen!
She got real big on him. Take the jab.
I am the good guy, Kamala.
Good isn't a thing you are.
Inhumans are born destructive, violent.
You're wrong. I'm not sick. I never was.
So if she was dealing with the Kree Century from Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes, she wouldn't have been able to do any of that. Like Captain Marvel and Thor could barely break that thing. And she definitely not beating it up with bare hands. Did they slap the Stark tech back on her? Yeah.
Take it easy. You got heart, kid. Great job. Yeah, we need to work on that passing out thing, but
Which do you prefer, vibranium or sonic? Vibranium. I love sonic because it, you know, gives you back your heroics and everything, but vibranium does way more damage. They said we made those Stark tech suits. You're gonna watch them. You are definitely gonna see those. No, it drops at 12. Well, 12 o'clock for me. Whatever reset time is for you. They wouldn't really have a relationship. Tony doesn't have a connection to the Winter Soldier. So he would just be Captain America's friend. So a friend of a friend, I guess. Probably similar to what you saw with Sam in the MCU. No problem.
You know you're grounded till you're 30, yes? Good. From now on, nothing but school. And your special field trips.
Avo.
I'm so proud of you, Betty. But, let's don't tell Ami, okay?
Okay.
Does anybody know what a combo finisher looks like for Spidey? So jump in the air and do the heavy combo finisher where he spins around shooting web. That's going to be the easiest way to do that. Yeah, if you skip through this, you get this cool teaser. You see her eyes.
No more surprises. No more distractions from our goals. Only carefully crafted innovation.
Oh, no problem, Peter.
AIM is still the future. From cloning to time traveling, possibilities are endless. Now, let's begin.
And that beacon is a tease of the Kree's impending invasion that we have still yet to see. Yeah, as you guys can see, like, it takes a lot of people to put something like this together. But for the people who wanted to know about restarting the campaign, so you simply go to operations, you go over to part 1, reassemble, and then you hold square to reset. Now that I think about it, real Monica was stuck in alternate dimension with old man Hawkeye, so we're stepping one closer to putting it in to AIM with patch 2.6 next week. Yep, that's pretty much it. Like I said, by end they just won't be the main focus of the story. I'm pretty sure they'll be lurking in the shadows somewhere, or Monica might go to jail or something. But that always sets up the opportunity for her to be broken out again. It's a superhero world, so we know how these things go. Yep, we got nothing going on. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of this stream. I just wanted to go ahead, wrap up the main campaign. We're still going to be streaming the other campaign missions. So next one is going to be Kate Bishop's campaign operation. So definitely check out that one. But now I'm going to take a break, and I'll try to get some work done on getting a video out for you guys that lays out all the information about what's coming in 2.6, when it's actually coming, and everything like that. Dylan, the update is coming this Tuesday on September 20th. So like I said, let me go ahead and get to work on that so everybody can have a nice, concise video breaking down the details of what to expect and when to expect it. Appreciate you guys coming through as always. I'll definitely be live again later though, so we can do some raids and OLTs. So be on the lookout for that announcement. But appreciate you guys coming through, hanging out this morning, and I will see you guys later.